Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna check out the balance changes for the one and only Ibuki for the final season of Street Fighter V. And Ibuki is one of the characters who were one of the best at some points, I would say during season 2 especially, and season 1 when we first got Arcade Edition, because her V-Trigger 2 was incredibly good back then, but she did fall from the grace ever since that time. So let's actually check out her changes and if Capcom would have buffed Ibuki and improved her place in the overall meta again. The first change is a good one. Standing medium punch have less pushback on block, so this means that you now get to do stuff like walk forward and press medium more often, and that is obviously good for her. The second change is that standing heavy kick is now +4, up from +3. When standing heavy kick was +3, you were only able to link a standing jab after it. Obviously you wouldn't even able to get the full target combo mid-screen, so you would have to do jab into Reda, and that was okay, but obviously you had to be very close to get this. But now because it's +4, you actually get standing light kick after, which did mean a very much improved combo range, right? Like even if you're from a little bit of further distance, you still get to convert, and that is pretty nice. This is a good one, because her standing heavy kick actually is a really good neutral button, have a lot of range actually, so that is great. The next change is to her crouching light punch, and this one is huge. Crouching light punch, they changed the frame advantage from +3 to +4. So her crouching jab, this used to be +3, but you could chain it into itself and obviously into the standing jab. So the typical bread and butter combo was Ibuki was crouching light punch into standing light punch, right? So you would do the target combo here and get to cancel into whatever you want. But now because it's +4, it means that you can do something like crouching jab, standing light kick. Right, this is now a confirm. Ibuki now has 3 lights confirmed, and these are always good to have. But what's really good here isn't that it's +4 on a regular hit, it is that it is +6 on a counter hit, which means that now on a counter hit, Ibuki get on a counter hit crouching light punch, you will be +6, which means you get standing medium kick. Right, that is the point. This should improve her pressure game obviously, and should improve her confirms and everything, so this is a pretty big buff for her. The next one is crouching medium punch. This now have increased cancel window for the target combo, so now you can do the forward heavy kick very late, right, and you will still get it to hit. It's gonna be especially helpful with something that we will get into later, so let's wait and see it. The next one is to her crouching heavy punch. It is this one. They made it better on block, but the good news here is that they shortened the startup. Now it is 7 frame startup, and they improved the hitbox. Why is this significant? Well, for a variety of reasons. The first one is that this is actually a pretty good anti-air, right? So if the opponent is jumping at you, this is a pretty good anti-air for Ibuki along with her back medium punch, so that is nice. But what's really good about this one is that it forces a stand, right? So it forces the opponent to stand up, and you might be wondering, why would I want the opponent to stand up? Well, it's because they actually gave Ibuki a new move, the EX command dash, and this whiffs on crouching opponents, so you want a move that will force them to stand up so you can get this to hit. Now because it's 7 frames, this means that out of a counter hit crouching medium, you're +7, so bam, you will get this to hit. Right, so it's a couple of changes that works together to make the whole sequence happen, but plus or 7 frame crouching heavy punch is pretty good, and this will even help with her whiff punishment a little bit. I mean, you can kind of cancel it like from some range into EX Reda, so yeah, that's a good change all things considered. Next one is actually a pretty good one as well, and that is her slide. This now can be V-Trigger cancelled into V-Trigger 1. And this obviously is pretty great. It's always good to have like the sort of slide V-Trigger activate sort of sequences. You will make the move safe. It's a low with a lot of range, so this is pretty good for her, and it can be cancelled fairly late as well, right? Like even late into the animation you will still cancel and get to B+, so that is nice. Next up, they also changed her medium kick, crouching heavy kick, target combo. It's this one. right? As you see now, it knocks down the opponents instead of like air resetting, and this is a buff in my opinion, because you were able to get some really cool resets with this, especially in the corner, right? You could do some resets with this one here, and you get some ambiguous left-right mix-up, or even like cancel the final hit into the like the air command dash, and there was some good stuff there. But now that it knocks down, you can get some new conversions here outfit. For example, you can cancel it into like get an ace radar here to juggle, or cancel into the new like air command dash, and that can be good. Obviously can link a super as well here, so a couple of new options that you can do, but I don't know, like it's hard for me to say, to be honest. It is difficult to say. Next up, the air like the air dash float thing. Now you actually fall down quicker, and this is good because this is one of Ibuki's main corner escape options. Obviously when you get hit out of it, you are in a juggle state, so them reducing the recovery here is actually pretty good. You're gonna be a little bit safer on landing. And next up, they did improve a couple of her target combos in the air, so that when you happen to hit them, you will get to keep the combo going, and that is pretty standard. A lot of characters got that as well. They did give her a new move, which is this EX command dash, and I find it to be interesting because all things considered, it will do more damage than going for like the typical bomb mix-up, and especially since like you now get the standing media kick into the force stand, right? Like even for something like this, 286 for a grounded counter hit, that's not bad. And obviously you can like follow up with other follow-ups as well. So let's do one cool one. Guys, this one is 281, that's decent. And obviously you can do more, like you can let's do a good one, right? Here this is almost like 290, and you get the Oki. So there are some routes with some interesting possibilities here. Gonna have to wait and see how this one develop. The next one is actually a pretty cute one, and that is her like V-skill 2. Now you can actually kick it, and you will get to move it, and if it happens to hit the opponent, they will actually get hit by it. I'm pretty sure we will find some crazy setups for this one, but yeah, now like you can actually kick it, and then like if it hit Ryu, he would actually like let's do it from here maybe. He will actually fall for it, so that's pretty cute. I'm pretty sure there will be some interesting discoveries and some interesting setups with this one. V-Trigger 1, they did shorten the startup for the special bombs version, so the second bomb. The second bomb pretty much got like reduced startup frames, and I'm pretty sure this will allow for some new possibilities. We'll have to wait and see. The bombs are pretty much underexplored at this point, so yeah, a good buff to them. Obviously Ibuki does need a buff to her V-Triggers. They're both mix-up based V-Triggers, and V-Shift did impact them a lot. The final change is to her Fuma Shuriken. This is now back to being +2 instead of being -4. And I think that's fair enough, given that V-Shift did impact the viability of the move on like on a mix-up. Now that you can do it on block and force a mix-up, or like force a situation, especially given that characters like Akira can do that already, I do think this is fair change, all things considered. And that is pretty much it for Ibuki. I do think these changes are good. I'm not sure if they will catapult her, but she certainly will be a little bit better, especially the Fuma Shuriken one. I do think this one is actually really good. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe.